thought I would start doing daily updates on my reading and just life in general. Just very quick video for me to kind of just get into a bit of a routine again. And just doing it out on my walks. Probably will often be out on my walks. There won't be any books featured or anything. It's kind of an idea I pretty much stole off Criminale. He does his daily update for his Patreon or his I guess YouTube memberships, but I thought, yeah, it's kind of get into a habit, and I do so many dog walks a day, and now I might as well just do this too, because he's pretty much doing his own thing. It's Boy today. Boy is our nominated dog for this. So I just finished The Executioner number 28, Savage Fire, yesterday, which was a good fun read. Matt Bolton returned to Pittsfield where it all began, so there was a lot of like kind of bringing it back home, and also there was a big storyline with kind of a redistribution of power and kind of thing. So it was kind of a bit of mob infighting, and also we had to try and save Leo Turin and his family as well. So it was one of the better ones. Very fun. And there's a little bit of, it's always better when there's a little bit of mystery rather than just all out bloodlust. So yeah, that was a bit more interesting. We're at a stream right now with a bit of a waterfall, so probably a bit of background noise there. Yeah, and then so may as well mention music I've been listening to as well, because I've been listening to a lot of music when I read now. So I've been trying to get into like finding new music and just like discovering bands and stuff. I haven't really been paying much attention for a few years. So when I was reading the Matt Bolan book, I was mainly listening to Witch Club Satan, which are a feminist occult death metal band from Norway, and they're very good. I like them. They're really good. I don't listen to a lot of metal. I like if I listen to any metal, it's usually heavy metal or doom metal. But I found, Witch Club Satan, and they were fantastic. I mean, they kind of had me at feminist occult death metal, so yeah, really like that. And then I'm about halfway through an old, I guess you could call it a thriller. It's called Hanged for a Sheep by Rosemary Gattenby, and it's kind of hard to explain the plot too much without giving too much away, but essentially it starts with our protagonist, and victim, Enid Weir, who I mean, it's told through third person, so we don't really see anyone's point of view, but basically Enid Weir is housewife to a lawyer, and just found out one of her friends' husband has been having an affair and asked for a divorce, and now Enid is like really skeptical of Gil, her husband, because this other friend like never suspected it, and already his sister had also been cheated on and divorced as well. And then his secretary kind of starts a rumor that they've been having an affair, because she kind of didn't want to be seen as being frigid. So it's like it's based in a small town in the Midwest in Indiana. So it's like, the local gossip gets around, and then he bumps into his old flame from high school. That once he meets her again, he realizes he's not over, and she's not newly, but like within a couple of years, been widowed. So he he found, but like because he's married, he's obviously married, he's been married for 20 years, nothing's happening. And then also, the lawyer's mother has endowed a new circulation desk or something to the local library, and they've got they have a new library, head of the library in, and he accidentally refers to Enid as the lawyer's mother, which really annoys her. Then also later on accuses her of not returning some books, so she's kind of got like it in for the librarian, and she's trying to like get him fired. And because she's been so like accusing Gil, or like very looking Gil very warily, like, is he having an affair or not? Like, he decided not to tell her that he'd bumped into his old flame, and then she kind of finds out, and she's like, well, why didn't you tell me? This is all weird. And there's also, they have an adopted daughter, but it wasn't an official adoption. It was like his cousin got pregnant really young, and they decided that they would take the child, but it was just on a word of mouth agreement. So yeah, there's lots of different things. So Enid turns up dead, and the trouble is, Gil, at the time of the murder, he was supposed to go out to see a client who's like a bit kind of senile and forgetful kind of thing, like early on, senility and forgetful and stuff, like time frame and stuff is a bit weird for her. But on his way, he meets his old flame, Cindy is her name. He meets his old flame, and she's like, oh, I'm just going out to look at this house, because I want to stay, and I don't want to. And she's living with her aunt at the time, because they just moved back. And she's like, I just want to stay. So he's like, oh, do you want me to come offer you support, and I can offer some legal advice for you too? So he's out there with her, and so there's a bit of a time frame issue where he's not accounted for, and he doesn't want to tell the police that he was, because it looks suspicious. But in the end, everything he basically tries to hide to look suspicious ends up looking suspicious anyway. And then he ends up just like sitting around thinking about things for a bit. He doesn't realize his wife's dead at the time, and so he actually gets to the client's house pretty late, and so late actually that there's enough time for him to be unaccounted for. Like, even if he left, he could have left the house viewing, gone home, and then got to the client in the time frame. So it all looks very suspicious. And then also, it turns out he is a registered gun owner. Like, his wife was shot. He's a registered gun owner. He has a .22 caliber, and that's the caliber that was used to kill his wife. So it's all looking really suspicious. It's all really looking like it is him, even though his only really crime, or his only real bad moral thing, was just being a little bit weak when his wife was confronting him with affairs that weren't happening. And he's just kind of like, he was a bit of a sop. He didn't really like nip it in the bud, and then obviously kind of like hiding the fact that he was spending time with Cindy. So yeah, and then it kind of goes on from there. I'm about halfway through, so I have no idea where it's going to lead. I'm really enjoying it right now. There's a whole bunch of unlikable characters as well, which I quite like. It is giving me kind of, even though it was like written in the 70s, it's kind of giving me Gone Girl vibes in some regards. Just like at least the first half, where nothing, like it's like the husband is kind of very similar, where he's just like, he's not doing himself any favors by hiding his whereabouts and stuff, and everyone, even his sister and stuff, is like pretty suspicious of like his account of his whereabouts and stuff. And the person, because it's a small town, the person who's investigating is like an old friend too, and even he's like, yeah, this looks like sus. And then I'm hearing all these accounts that you're actually just a womanizer, even though it was like gossip that's not true. Anyway, it's really fun. It's really fun so far, and I'll probably finish it today. I do have futsal tonight though, so I'm back playing sport, which has been fun. So yeah, futsal tonight, so maybe finish it in the morning, but I think tomorrow I'll be able to tell you if I enjoyed the outcome of it. And so mainly I've been listening to Castle Rat whilst reading this, and I think I'll continue because I have a few albums, just listening to their current album at the moment, which was released in 2025. Can't remember the name of the album, but I'll leave a link below if I remember. But they are, well, they describe themselves as medieval fantasy heavy metal, which is quite fun. And they have a female singer and lead guitarist. And yeah, it was just actually really good. Like, it's a bit cheesy, but like if you like Black Sabbath and you know, more of the like classic heavy metal sound, then I think you would like them. I don't mind cheese. Like, obviously I just read an Executioner book, which is super cheesy, so I certainly don't mind cheesiness in my like punk and metal too. I listen to rockabilly, psychobilly, which is pretty cheesy too. But yeah, it's been fun, and yeah, it's good. I don't know, well, much else to talk about really. Just heading back to the house on our walk here. I'm just out back at my property. It's been a bit warm, so a lot of the snow has melted, which is good and bad. It kind of sometimes brings unintended consequences, like funny leaks and shit, not thereabouts. But yeah, hope all is good. I'm not sure if all of my updates every day will be this long, but I did kind of talk a little bit about that book, about Hang to the Sheep book. It's kind of a little bit hard to explain concisely for me, at least. So yeah, it's just hope everyone has a good day, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Bye.